Welcome everyone to our Sky Vision Lounge, where we do trade analysis of the market, and we look at potential setups that we might have for either the London session or the New York session. So this is the London session. So you're welcome, and Happy New Week to us all. All right, so let's get into it. In trading, we know that price moves in one of three ways, only one of three ways. It's either it's moving up, or it's moving down, or it's moving sideways, right? So the only thing we need to do is to position ourselves in any of those setups that it gives us, okay? Any of those process that it goes through, right? So I've done one of them here. When price is moving up, it starts from a level. Let's say it starts from somewhere here, down here, point A, and then it moves up to a high, or let's say a higher high. So from a low here, it goes to a higher level. Then it pulls back. It pulls back down here, and then it gives you a higher low. From these lows here, it then moves up to a higher high. Why is this a higher high? It's higher high because it's higher than this last high here, okay? By the time it does that, it gives us what we call a break of structure. Once it breaks this high here, that is a break of structure, okay? So it moves up, it then pulls back down again, and then repeats the same pattern again, and gives us another break of structure. In that case, we now say price is giving us a series of higher highs and higher lows. Yeah? So when price is giving us a series of higher highs and higher lows, then we say price is moving up. If it's giving us a series of lower lows and lower highs, then we say price is moving downwards. If price is not giving us any of these, then we say price is moving sideways or consolidating. Some people call it consolidating, but the nomenclature doesn't matter. It's for you to know what that pattern is. That's what is more important. So that's one step. So all we're looking for is to look for the potential to enter somewhere on this pullback. When it's pulling back here, we want to enter somewhere there so that we can partake in this up move. Or if we miss this first one, we'll wait for the next one where it pulls back, and then we enter on that pullback, as long as it does not break below that lows there, and then we just follow it to the top like that. Yeah. Okay. So that is the main thing we do, and that's all we do in our Sky Vision Lounge in the VIP membership that we have. Okay. Now the next thing that we like to do as well, we always ask these three questions. We encourage all our traders to always ask these three questions, no matter what process you're using, whether you're using our brick of structures or any process you're using at all, whatever system you're using. Yeah. We want you to ask these three questions. What has price done overnight? Or what did price do overnight? Where is price now? So what has price done overnight? Let me highlight that for us. Yeah. What has price done overnight? Where is price now? And what must I see price do before I execute a trade? This last one is very, very important. What must I see price do before I execute a trade? And you ask these three questions just to give you a framework or a point of reference for you to know whether price is trending upwards or is just not yet ready for your trade process. Yeah. Okay, so let's practicalize this now. Let's implement that. So this is gold 30 minutes chart. We ask the first question, what did price do overnight? Yeah, we can see price started from here. It moved up a bit, then came back down. On moving down, what did it do? It broke structure here because this was the high. So it broke structure here and it's done a low. Then what does it do next? It pulls back. Yeah. And then goes down, but does not go below this level, just pulls back a bit and then goes down. Now, what does it do here? It breaks another structure there. So it breaks that structure right there. So we have a break of structure to the downside. So what would you say this market is doing? This market is giving you a series of lower lows and lower highs. Yeah. So all we're looking for now. So the first question, what did price do overnight? Is trending downwards. That's your first answer. Now, next question, where is price now? Price is right at these lows here. So because it's at the lows, what do you expect next? You expect some pullback. You expect it to pull back, okay, to a higher low, to a lower high, and then eventually expect it to then go back down to break these structures down here. So this is what we expect price to do. Yeah. So as long as it does not, so what I like to say is, where is my line in the sand? If this market is pushing back up or pulling back, where is my line in the sand? Where would I say this pullback has now turned into a bullish move? So right now we're bearish. Where's my line in the sand? My line in the sand, I'll put it right here. And why do I put it there? I'll say this is my last opposite candle, this candle here, that caused price to move down. So as long as it's between this level here and this level here, we'll be looking for bearish setups. Yeah. If you want to be very, very aggressive, you can enter at these lows right now and then put your stop loss up there, but it will be way too wide. You know, the risk and reward will probably not be as it's not effective, right? It won't be very wise. Just wait for that setup, because price will always give you this pattern every day, every week, every month. It will give you this pattern. Either it's going up or it's going down or it's going sideways. It will always give you that pattern. So just be patient to wait for your setup. Yeah, so that's all we're waiting for here. And we have also noted that if price then breaks above here, then we'll be looking for potential to go up. All right, let's look at the next chart and see what is price doing here. So we ask our 3 questions as well. Let me remove all the drawings here. We ask our 3 questions. What did price do overnight? Okay, let's map it out and see. So it started from here, somewhere here. It pushed down first, then it pushed up, came back down, pushed up. So it looked like it was doing something like an up move. Then it does this, and then it comes back down. Now, me looking at this, I'll just say this is ranging. Yeah, because it just gone up like this, and then it's come back. It's gone from the lows here to these highs and back to this one here. You notice that this is very different from, sorry, I pressed the wrong one. You can see this one giving you a nice trend downwards. Yeah. What is this one doing? It just looks like it's just bouncing between the highs here and the lows here. Yeah. So even though you can see some sort of initial trend, but it's not sustained. It didn't break these highs here. It came back down. So it's ranging. So what do we expect? We'll say, okay, if price breaks below and closes below, we'll look for a potential pullback and then go further down with it. Yeah. Or otherwise, we'll wait to see if price is going to give us a market structure shift on the inside here. So maybe if it will do something like this, pullback, and then gives us that market structure shift somewhere here, then we'll move with it to the top. Yeah. So essentially here, we're just waiting for a breakout. Okay. Let's look at the next pair. Euro yen. This one too, I'll just call it, no need to even map it out. Is giving me a range. I can't see a nice trend here. Yeah. So this is just a range for me. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is very nice. Just by looking at it, you don't need any trader guru, any expert guru somewhere telling you that this is a trend and a trend upwards. You can see it for yourself. Okay, let's map it out. So it started from somewhere here, it moved up, moved down a bit, then gave you a nice break of structure, moved all the way to this highs here, a small pullback, and then another push up, a pullback, and then right now is beginning to push up again, right? So let's assume it closes somewhere up there. What do you expect next? You expect some sort of pullback and then a continuation upwards. Why? Because this is a nice trend upwards. Yeah, this is a nice trend upwards. So you want to participate in that. So where is my line in the sand? So right now, I'll put that line in the sand somewhere here because this is the last. Because we have not seen this one yet, we don't know if this is going to break structure. We don't know yet. So at the moment, my line in the sand will be down here. Yeah, if this breaks structure, then there'll be a very tight line in the sand somewhere here, or you can still use this one, depending on how far this price goes. Yeah. So let's see what price does. Okay. For pound Aussie, we're looking for potential move up. But if it then breaks this line in the sand, then we know that it's no longer in an upward direction, no longer pushing up. Okay, let's look at the next one quickly. So this is just okay. So that just another rule of thumb that I use. Once I look at a chart and I can't decide, that this is a trend upwards or a trend downwards, once I can't decide, I'll just default to a range. Yeah. So I mean, you could see my excitement when I saw that pound Aussie, this pound Aussie. So let's just go back to it again. No, sorry, pound Aussie. Yeah, you can see this. This is nice trend. There's no argument. Everybody will say, if you asked a 10-year-old from this level here to this level here, is price moving up or moving downwards? This 10-year-old will tell you, definitely price is moving up. Yeah. But once you look at the chart, so let's go to the next one, the one we're analyzing now. Once you look at it and you can't say within the first few seconds whether it's trending or trending upwards or trending downwards, just default to range. So that's the rule of thumb I use. Yeah. So this is just a big range for me. Even though I can see a small break of structures, somewhere here. Yeah. But overall, it doesn't look like a nice trend for me. Yeah. So I'll default to range. Okay. So just wait on this to see a nice trend. It's usually better to just trade the trend. Yeah, they say the trend is your friend. All right, so this one too. Okay, so this one we can even mark something like this. It's broken that structures. Now it's coming back up. So let's see what price does here. So if you start from somewhere here, you push down, pushes up, breaks this low here. Yeah. So what we're expecting is a pullback. As long as it does not break that highs there, we expect it to come back down so let me put that line in the sun there. So we expect it to pull back down. Yeah. Otherwise, if it breaks above that line in the sand, then we see potentially that price is going to move up. Okay. Let's look at the last one. Now, this one is it pulled down, went up, came back down here, then it's gone up. So it has a potential for an upward move, but let's just see what price does. So even this one here, I can't confidently say it has some potential for upward movement. However, if it breaks below, then it can go to the lows. Yeah, but I'll rather just trade one that is clearly trending, that I can see that is clearly trending. Yeah. All right. Do we have any questions? Let me check the chat to see if we have any questions in the chat box. All right, no questions in there. Oh, great. Okay, so we'll be back for the New York session around 2 p.m. West African time. You're welcome to join us then if you can, or upload this one shortly for those who missed it. so we can review. Okay. And of course, you're welcome to join us in the inner circle if you want to get more details, more in-depth deep dive into these kind of setups.